What's up, Pandas? Peter Von Panda here. Just picked this up. I ordered a power bank. It's a portable, or it's called the Universal Mini Power Bank by Nox Power. It is a 2600 milliamp battery, as you can tell, and it is just a pretty portable, modern-looking battery. I'm going to quick unpack it here before I go into the description. It is a white battery. You may have seen like these portable pen-type batteries. This one is obviously square. It kind of looks like a very small, pocket-sized jawbone jam box. It's got some texture pattern here and kind of a long pill shaped. It has USB and micro USB ports on this side with a little LED indicator there, and then this lanyard that does come attached. It has the information here: 2600 milliamp, yes, and the input is 5 volt 1 amp and the output is the same, 5 volt 1 amp. It is basically 98 millimeters long by 28 millimeters tall and 24 millimeters wide, and weighs 80 grams. So it's not very big. You know, based on the pictures when I was ordering the sucker, I thought it was actually going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm pleased that the power density in this thing is pretty good. For comparison, I have one of the power charging blocks from an Apple iPhone or any number of Apple products, and you can see that it's kind of similar. So it's actually maybe a little smaller, but to give you a little bit of scale, it's about the same width, but thinner, and then obviously much longer. But it kind of, this is a pretty good reference point. A couple of things in the box, which is what you have here. You have the user manual, which I have not read, but I started playing around with this, and it comes with this Medusa pigtail cable. So it's got a USB on one side, and then basically the three major types of charging ports on the other side: the 30-pin Apple connector, Lightning, and micro USB. The way you power this or charge this sucker is you have to plug in the USB into your either power brick, or what I did is I plugged in my laptop, and then I plugged the micro USB into here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pete, I could plug the USB in here and it would constantly recharge the battery off its own power. Okay, that doesn't work. But I went ahead and plugged it in, and this little red light lit up. I left it in there for not that long. It must have had some charge, and then the light went off. So my assumption is when the light goes off, the thing is fully charged. I have not tried charging anything off of it, so I'm going to go ahead and see if we can demo that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the USB cable in there, and I've got an iPhone, and I'm going to pick the lightning cable here and throw that sucker in. And boom, right off the bat, look at that cute little doggy. As you can see, it is charging the iPhone. So I didn't have to do anything. There's no soft or physical power on button. So I assume that it just has some internal circuitry to decide when to power on and power off. So I'm going to unplug this one. And I don't know if that 5 volt 1 amp power output is enough to charge an iPad. So I do have a mini here. Boom. And I'm going to go ahead and plug this sucker in, and we're going to see what it does. Well, looky there. As you can see, the battery indicator is showing that it is charging. And so it does have enough output, you know, to charge an iPad mini. I don't have a full-sized iPad here to give you a result on that, but you could probably look up the numbers and determine whether or not it's got enough of an output current to satisfy a full-sized iPad. But I'm actually pretty impressed. So 2600 milliamps is a pretty decent-sized battery. You know, if you have an iPhone or an Android, that's probably going to give you just about 100% recharge on a phone. On an iPad, you're not going to quite get that, and the larger the tablet, again, it's going to kind of fall a little short. But theoretically, carrying this sucker around will keep you running on a smartphone for an additional charge. So I'm pretty impressed with this. I want to say this sucker was about 30 bucks. I got it on Amazon. I'm going to put a link up there so you can check it out. Nox Power, great little portable battery. It's always nice to have one of these, throw in your backpack, throw in your glove box, because you never know when you're going to need it. Peter Von Panda. Oot! as my Canadian friends would say.